1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the 2022 gayo daejejeon outfits. I know this happened like 3 weeks ago at this point, but I had some other videos I wanted to post first. And although it's already 2023, I still wanted to talk about the looks this event gave us. There actually wasn't a proper red carpet for this, so I'm only going to be talking about the performance looks. I'll talk about the outfits, gave them a rating from 1 to 10, and rank the members within a group. But without further ado, let's get into it. Disclaimer. I am a fashion enthusiast and I studied fashion design in university, however, fashion is subjective. What I might think it's pretty, someone else might hate it, and it's completely okay. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously and I'm only doing it for fun. I'm only talking about the outfits, not the people wearing them. My thoughts on the clothing are just that, on the clothing, so I hope no one misunderstands it. There are a lot of outfits to talk, and I can't possibly extend in every single one of them, so I'll be short when it comes to talking about each one. I'm not going to be able to talk about every single person that attended the awards since there are so many, so forgive me if I didn't mention your faves. First off, we have the Yoona and Junho collab performance. The whole theme for the night was with love, so it makes sense that they are wearing pink. Yoona's outfit is giving major 2000s vibes and I love it. The two different shades of pink look so good together, and it adds a bit of dimension to the look. Love the feathery detail on the sleeves, and she just looks so good. Junho is wearing a matching jacket and jeans combo. The pink looks really good on him, and the black details in his look are so nice. They both look genuinely amazing, and of course this is 10 out of 10 for me. This is my ranking. Yoona was one of the hosts for the nights, and she wore two different dresses. The first one is this pretty red one. I like the asymmetric detail of the shoulder, but it's just so simple. The look is so boring because of how uninteresting the dress is. The color is gorgeous, but I wished it had something more going on. It also doesn't help how minimalistic her accessories are. 7 out of 10. Then she wore this gorgeous blue dress, and this is what I wanted for the previous dress. The tulle and ruffles are so pretty, the sparkling details in the fabric are stunning, and she just looks gorgeous. Definitely 10 out of 10. The other two hosts wore pretty tuxedos. The blue suits were actually so good because of the velvet and the striped print. Nothing too outstanding, but they looked really good and I appreciate how they actually matched Yoona's dresses. Next, we have Aespa. When I first saw these outfits I instantly hated NMIXX's outfit, and thought she was done so dirty. But as I looked at pictures where you can see the details, I actually don't hate it at all. The skirt over the pants is not something everyone is going to love, but I do, and it kinda works with the rest of the girls' outfits. I love Karina's silver top. The craftsmanship in the piece is insane, and it ties so well with the silver in NMIXX's look. Giselle's dress is also so pretty, and I'm obsessed with the butterfly detail on the bodice. Winter's dress is actually my favorite, the silhouette is so pretty, the heart cutout is so cute, and she looks gorgeous in it. But, I don't love it in this instance because she stands out too much. The other girls clearly have elements that tie their look within each other, but none of the looks ties in with Winter's outfit that much because of the dress's color. It would have been so nice if her dress was in a blue shade that matched the rhinestones in Giselle's dress, with maybe some details in black. This is 9 out of 10 solely because of the burgundy color. And this is my ranking. Next, we have Tempest. The boys are wearing pastel blue and white outfits, and I love the color combo. They all have tweed jackets, but I really like how they are all completely different. The rhinestone details in them are so pretty, and they are for sure the main element in the look. I wished their styling team gave them more interesting pants, maybe in the same blue shade for the members that have mostly white in their jackets. The top half of their look is amazing, but the bottom half is so boring. However, one thing I really like is Hanbin's hat. The fluffy big hat is something we can see often in girl groups but not so much in boy groups, so I appreciate them having interesting accessories, although I wished more of them had different type of furry accessories. This is 8 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Then, we have Kepler. Right from the bat I can confidently say that I'm completely obsessed with these outfits. I really love the neon green and neon yellow colors mixed with the black. Visually it looks so good, and the girls clearly stand out from the rest. The neon colors look so good on and off the stage and each outfit is equally unique and amazing. The accessories complement the outfits so nice, and I especially love the furry hats on Hikaru and Yesio. Their stylists always manage to make each one of the girls stand out on their own while not overshadowing the others. I don't have a single complaint about this look, and for sure this is 10 out of 10 for me. This is my ranking. Kepler and Tempest had a collab stage where they performed Pretty You by 17. Their outfits are obviously inspired in school uniforms, and although there were so many people at once on stage, they all perfectly matched. The outfits were simple and straight to the point, but the fact that they managed to give 16 people equally unique outfits is extremely impressive. I especially like how different all the girls' outfits are, but I wished they boys' outfits weren't all that similar. I would have loved for their whole look to have more red elements, like some of their pants to have the same plaid print as some of the girls' skirts, maybe different color blazers, and other little things. For a collab performance is difficult to match all the outfits, and in this instance their stylists did a wonderful job. This is 9 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. Next, we have IVE. The girls performed a rock version of Love Dive, so their outfits matched that same vibe. Their outfits aren't explicitly rock and angsty aesthetic, but they do have some little elements here and there like the fishnets, the plaid, the chokers, and of course the dark color palette. Gal is looking freaking amazing, she's killing her outfit and I low-key want to see her styled more in this kind of aesthetic. All of the girls look amazing, and they clearly match, however I do have a bone to pick. And that's because Wonyoung's outfit doesn't have any of that rock vibe they were going for. She's just wearing black, and that's it. The vest could have looked so good if they took more inspiration of the 2000s angsty vest fashion, but they didn't. If you put Wonyoung by herself, she doesn't have the same as the other girls have. This is 8 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Girls also did a cover of Lionheart by Girls' Generation. Their outfits were all white, and they looked completely gorgeous, but I wished they had more of that 1920s vibe SNSD had for the era. They all have little fringe elements in their outfits, but I want more of that. If the outfits were exactly as they are, but with fringes all over them, it would have been perfect. They don't look bad at all, and the outfits are objectively perfect, but I just wanted a little bit more. This is 9 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. Wonyoung and Iso had another performance. They were seated on stage, and their outfits are really basic and simple. They looked good, and I get that the performance was more laid back and simple, but that doesn't mean the outfits can't be amazing. Their outfits are more the kind of outfits idols wear for a variety show than a performance. This is 6 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Next, we have NCT Dream. The boys performed Candy and their outfits follow the same type of styling their previous Candy performance outfits had. I absolutely love how their stylists make such a basic color palette seem more interesting by adding different prints, layering pieces, and playing with an oversized silhouette. I especially love the checkered print and how it adds dimension to an otherwise simple outfit. The accessories like the hats and gloves also help to make the final look much more interesting, and they just look absolutely amazing. I don't have a single complaint about this look, and it's of course a 10 out of 10. This is my ranking. The boys also performed Glitch Mode, and Al thought their outfits changed, they still kept the black and white color palette. Unfortunately in this instance, I don't think their outfits were as amazing. The Candy outfits were amazing because they added different elements to make the whole thing more visually entertaining, and in this instance that's exactly what's lacking. They don't look bad by any means, and their outfits aren't awful, but they are too simple. I like the fur elements in Mark and Haechan's jacket, so maybe adding more of those elements in the outfits would have made the whole look much better. This is 8 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. Next, we have NCT 127. The boys have basically the same outfits as NCT Dream, and they are also quite simple and lackluster, but not to the same extent since in this instance we have elements like Taeyoung's sequin top and Yuda's printed fur vest. If they had more elements like those, the final look would have looked so much better. At one point both NCT Dream and NCT 127 were on stage, so it made complete sense that their outfits were matching that much, plus the fact that Mark and Haechan are in both groups. This is an 8 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Young, Jaehyun and Junho had a separate performance. They are wearing blue from head to toe, but I like how they make the whole look more dynamic by having different shades of blue and different type of fabrics. They of course match, but each one of them have individuality elements that I really like. The outfits really matched the performance, and they look freaking amazing. This is 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Haechan and Taeil appeared in Yoonha's performance. Both of their outfits were simple, with the main elements being the sparkling cardigan and the printed jacket. They looked great, and I like how they matched Younha's outfits since they were all together on stage. This wasn't anything groundbreaking, but I don't really mind. 8 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Speaking of Younha, I really liked her outfit. Just because she's performing a slower song and it's not dancing, doesn't mean her outfit has to be boring. I really like the blue plaid skirt a lot, and paired with the leather jacket is perfect. The accessories also help make her look even better, and she's low-key giving me rock-inspired vibes, which I love. This is totally 10 out of 10. Next, we have Itzy. The girls wore outfits that simulated school uniforms, and this type of styling is nothing new for Itzy since they've done it a million times. However, it had been a while since they did it, so it was refreshing to see them wearing something like this again. Itzy stylists always kill this type of look. The main silhouette of school uniforms is there, but they add so many different elements to make the looks more chic. The color palette is really basic, but the different prints and accessories elevate the look so much. The girls look freaking amazing, and I don't think one of them was done better than the other. This totally is a 10 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. Next, we have Stray Kids. Their outfits have a black and white color palette, which if not done right can look so freaking boring. I don't think that in this instance the boys look bad, or that their outfits are awful, they are actually quite nice. I like how all of their jackets have different elements, it adds a lot to the look and it gives individuality within the group. I wish their pants were slightly different from one another so it wouldn't look as simple on the bottom half, although I really like Felix's kind of half-skirt moment. As a whole their outfits are really nice, definitely not perfect, but at least not as boring as some of their recent outfits. But we still got the awful belt over the blazer look I hate so much. This is 9 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Dansaracha had another performance. Their outfits were mostly blue, which totally matched the stage. They looked good, and the suit look fits well with their performance. There isn't anything explicitly bad with their outfits, but I wished they had more satin elements in their clothing. Felix's satin jacket is amazing, and makes his look more visually intriguing, so I think it would have been amazing if Lee No and Hyunjin had the same. This is 8 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Next, to keep up with the JYP family, we have NMIXX. The girls wore all white outfits and they looked gorgeous. All of their outfits are beautiful and have so many amazing elements, and I love how each one is so different while all of them looking cohesive. Sometimes with NMIXX one of two girls are done kinda dirty for me, however in this instance, they all looked amazing. It's obvious to anyone that these outfits are so pretty, however, they don't really match Dice, and that was the song they performed. These outfits would have been perfect if they performed something more cutesy, but they didn't. For me the performance looked awkward because the energy the song and the performance had doesn't match the outfits at all. These outfits would have been perfect for a red carpet, but for this event there wasn't any. If we take the performance out of the equation, then this is definitely a 10 out of 10, but these are meant to be performance outfits, so it's a 6 out of 10. And this is my ranking. The girls also performed a cover of Atlantis Princess by Boa. Their outfits have this boho touch to them, and that was very present in this release. I like how their stylists went for more interesting and unique pieces to make the look so much better. The earthy color palette is so nice, and I like how there are multiple colors within the look, but they all still match. The outfits also have a very 2000s vibe to them, and it fits perfectly since the song was released in 2003. This is 10 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. Then we have Ateez. And damn their outfits are so amazing. The tweed is really good by its own, but they made it even more amazing by adding a bunch of rhinestones, chains, and jewels. I really like how all the jackets are different by having different fabrics, colors, lengths and silhouettes. The bottom half of their outfits are just plain black trousers, but in this instance I don't mind them because on the top half we already have a lot going on. If the pants had more things going on, it would have looked too busy. They had a basic color palette with only black and white, but they did it perfectly by wearing interesting pieces so the look wouldn't look as plain, unlike some of the other looks we've seen earlier in the video. This is 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Hanjong and Minga performed a cover stage. Their outfits were really good. I like the color combinations, and the accessories like the gloves and glasses make the look even better. 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Next, we have Mamamoo. These outfits feel totally Mamamoo. Like most of their looks, each member is wearing an outfit that feels very them in a completely different style from the rest, but they still match perfectly. They all look individually amazing, like Hwasa's jumpsuit is to die for. I love the fringe elements, the denim ties their looks together while still having the black and white elements in common. I wished Hyein wasn't wearing the black satin shirt. It covers the outfit underneath, and it just drowns her. Her outfit already had elements that tied her look to the other girls, so I don't get the point of the shirt. Her outfit was the best one in my opinion, but it could have been even better. Aside that, I honestly love their looks so much, and I don't have anything else I dislike. This is 10 out of 10, although I do hate that black shirt. And this is my ranking. Next, we have Monsta X. The boys wore this matching sets that are slightly inspired in suits. I love how they made their outfits much more interesting by giving the jackets cutouts and different silhouettes. The pants are giving me utility wear because of all the zippers and pockets, and that's a style that I really enjoy. The bunch of chains and belts also help elevate the look so much, and the boys look fantastic. This is a perfect example of a monochromatic look but still very interesting because of all the little details. This is also a very Monsta X look. They definitely wore something like this a bunch of times in the past, but if it looks good then I don't care. This is totally 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. The boys performed another song and the outfits were completely different. I really like the cozy and kinda cute vibe these outfits have. I really like the bright color palette in this look. It makes things more visually entertaining, and although they are all wearing different colors with different clothing pieces, they still match because of the overall vibe. The clothing pieces are also really interesting by themselves, and I love the different prints. This was recorded outside at night, and although they had warm clothes, I don't think they are warm enough for Seoul's winter climate, so this must have been so difficult to film. I wished they had given them warmer clothes that still were cute because you shouldn't have to suffer to look good. This is 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Classy wore all white outfits. The girls look gorgeous, and although at first I thought that the outfits were too elegant for the performance, but after watching the performance they actually match perfectly. I like how each member has a unique outfit but they all have the same overall vibe. The all white could have looked so boring, but the design of the clothing pieces are amazing on their own, but also on top of that some of the girls have sequin and rhinestones details. Some of the girls also had furry accessories, but only like 2. It would have been amazing if more of them had little furry details. As a whole all of them look stunning, and this is totally a 10 out of 10 look for me. This is my ranking. The girls also performed with other artists, and their outfits were so amazing. I love how colorful all of the pieces are. The color blocking is amazing, and it's low-key giving me Tiara's roly-poly but in 2022. The polka dots print is so nice. I like how each one of the girls have their own thing going on, but they clearly still perfectly matched. This is also a 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Also, can we appreciate how nice are the outfits of the group they performed with? The boys wore all white outfits. The monochromatic color palette can look super boring, but their stylists made it much more interesting by giving them different silhouettes. Some members actually have little silver details. I kinda wished more members had that because it helps to break the all white look a bit and it gives more dimension to the whole look. From the waist down all their outfits are exactly the same, and it would have been better if they had more differences like in the top half. And as always, I have to praise the fact that there are so many members and each one has a unique look. This is 9 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Some members performed a different song. Their outfits were simple and it matched the song and the performance's vibe, but I think they could have been better. Two members had some purple details, and I wished the other two also had some purple elements since it would have made the whole look much better. They don't look bad, but I know the stylists could have done a better job. This is 7 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Next, we have Big Naughty. The first outfit we have is this one, and I love it so much. His performance had a classical music touch, and he actually had an orchestra with him, but he's still a rapper, and his outfit is the perfect mix. The red and pink jacket is so nice, and I'm obsessed with that color palette. The hot pink and shoes pants matched perfectly, and fitted the casual vibe of the jacket. But underneath he had a white shirt, a vest, and a waistband. It's literally like someone told him the attire requirement was a suit, which he technically is wearing but in his own way. I know not everyone is going to love this look, but I think it's so unique and finally someone is taking risks and doing something interesting. This is totally 10 out of 10. He also performed with 10 centimeters. The set was half blue and half yellow, so their outfits matched that. Big Naughty's blue sweater is basic, but the leather pants are so nice, however the printed bucket hat and the glasses totally make the look so much better. 10 centimeters on the other hand, was wearing a yellow distressed sweater with some nice straight leg jeans. His outfit is simple, but he looks good and the pieces are interesting enough by themselves. I also love that Big Naughty is wearing mostly blue, but his bucket hat kinds ties in with the yellow. And 10 centimeters is wearing mostly yellow, but his jeans kind tie in with the blue. This is 10 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. Yoona, Yujing, Erin, and Chu performed together. They did a cover of Step by Kara and their outfits were really nice. I like how all of their outfits are different, but still have the main elements in common like the white color and the rhinestones. It's obvious that the outfits were made by same people, and I love that because usually when it comes to collab stages, some idols can look better than other because they have different styling teams. Yoona and Erin's outfits are giving me slight second-gen vibes because of the skinny and low-rise jeans. It also totally works since this song was released in 2011. The girls looked amazing, and I don't have anything bad to say about this. Totally 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Next, we have this cover stage. The boys performed Love Killa by Monsta X, and the outfits totally match the song's vibe. The all-black color palette can look so freaking boring, but in this instance they killed it so hard by giving them all leather outfits. I also like how they gave a simple suit such a twist by adding cutouts and changing the silhouette a bit. I would have liked for Sanha to drop the jacket since his outfit is a bit too much with so many elements, so the vest and the pants would have been enough, but it's also not a big deal. Of course 10 out of 10. And this is my ranking. Ateez and the boys did a collab stage. Their outfits followed more of a casual and day-to-day clothing. However, they still had really nice looks because the clothing pieces their stylists choose are really interesting by themselves. One thing I didn't love as much, is that some of the boys blended a little too much with the backup dancers because their outfits were mostly in white, just like the dancers. The other boys had more color in their outfits, and I think it would have been better if all their outfit were like theirs. This is 8 out of 10 for me. And this is my ranking. As a whole I think the outfits this event gave us were really nice. We didn't get a red carpet, so each performance of course had its own vibe and theme, but for me there wasn't anyone that was done dirty or that looked horrible. The best dressed for me was Ateez. Their outfits are so nice, they are impactful enough, they all looked amazing, and it just has everything I want in a performance look. The worst dressed for me was this Wonyoung and Iso look. They girls actually look fine, but their outfits are just so simple and boring. That was everything for the video. Let me know if you agree with any of my commentary, or if you disagree. I'm also really curious about who you think was the best and the worst dressed of the night. Let me know in the comments, but as always be respectful. If you want to see more of me, I usually do K-pop fashion related videos, with some other stuff here and there, so you can subscribe if you want to. Don't forget to like the video if you did. Thanks for watching. Bye.
빛처럼 붉게 피어나리 이 끝에 있어